Hi, guys, and welcome to episode number 9 of We Are Building a Home, where I chronicle my experiences in new construction with Regency Home Builders here in the greater Memphis area. Again, as I always have said over the past videos, I'm just here to share my experiences, hopefully to help somebody who's going through this or will go through this in the future, because home building, especially new construction from any company, is something that is not for the weak. I am learning that day by day. But nevertheless, I hope that everybody's doing great today. Updates this week. We went out to the site and I got video footage that I'll share at the end of this update. Last week, my family and I, and while we were there, I was like, y'all, I got to get some footage in. So we'll be able to see like what has happened at that point so far. The biggest thing was the doors were installed. Some of the doors had hardware. The paint, you could really tell that it had several coats because it wasn't that initial coat. You know, you can just tell like when it says several coats of paint. The trim for the most part was around all of the places that it should be. There were just a couple of areas that were lacking trim, and probably because it was like small and needed to be measured. Yeah, I think that was like the biggest update. I did go ahead as of yesterday and I purchased blinds for the house like that. I don't know why, but that has really been like one of my have to haves when I move in a fence. Like I needed a fence because I'll be really honest with you. I know people are like, oh, you'll know where your property line is and when it's time to cut the grass and things like that. Y'all, I don't. Like, no, if there is not a visible marker or some sort of lineage in the ground, like, no, I would not know. And the houses are so close to one another, I definitely would not know. So glad that I got those two things off of my must-do list. I was able to email the young lady and ask her, like, so what does this look like? And she said that if weather permits, and it's been ugly here in Memphis, but if weather permits, the fencing is supposed to be installed at the time of construction. So at a certain point, my builder, I guess when he thinks like they're finished with the siding and everything else, they will install my fencing so I don't have to be present for that. I am praying that they can get that done at the same time that the house gets finished. She did tell me, however, that the blinds, they're going to give me, I guess, whoever they contract out, they will call me, or no, I will call them and set up an appointment. So I'm so glad I've kind of forewarned my boss to let them know, like, I'm going to need some days off. I know I probably will need that appointment made either end of January, close to February. So I'm just glad I got those two things done. I'm not going to get anything else for big ticket items for the house right now because I just want to focus on getting closed. So yeah, I did have the opportunity to do a little bit of shopping using some gift cards that some coworkers gave to me for Christmas. You know, we always exchange gifts at the end of the year, and I ended up getting like a Macy's gift card and an Amazon gift card, and I think I'm getting like one more Amazon gift card. And I just decided, you know what, I'm gonna buy something for the house. And y'all, I will tell you, it was so much fun. So I cannot wait to go like official house shopping. I've been very reserved, trying not to buy a whole bunch of stuff because I know I'm gonna have to move that stuff. So I'd rather get in the house and then just start getting like what's needed. But like I bought some really small things that if I tell you, you can be like, what? You're excited about that? But I bought a shovel. I'll tell you why in a minute. And I also bought the toilet tissue stands and holders because I think I said this in a previous video. We don't get those installed in the house. And so that was new for me. But it wasn't a big deal. But I was able to get some really cute ones from Macy's using the gift card. So again, I was saving money and I was able to get those things that are needed for the house. I did get a shovel, and I am so excited about that because last year, I don't know what part of the country you live in, but here in Memphis, around February, we had like a massive mini snow event that like took us out for like 10 days. Like we had to go on a boil water alert. We actually ran out of water in my apartment, my son and I, and thank God for my neighbor who lived upstairs at the time. He had like this big 4x4 truck and he was like driving like it was nothing. But one day he saw me out there and I had my Sonata at the time and I was slipping and trying to just get out of the parking space, and I was like telling my son like we're not gonna be able to make it. And he was like, "You good? You need something?" I was like, "I need water." Next thing I know, this guy brought us some water. He wouldn't let me pay him back. You know, I wanted to give him reimbursed. He was like, "No, just cool." But this year I will be prepared. Number one, I will not get stuck in my driveway if it happens. I want to make sure I have that shovel, and we're gonna shovel at least a pathway to get out of there. I'm not a big driver on any sort of adverse weather, but in a case like that where we had to get out because we literally had no water, our pipes were frozen, nothing was coming through the faucet, like we needed water. So I'm so happy about that shovel. And that's about it, you guys. I have not gone to my main office yet to let them know I'll be switching from a 90-day lease termination to 60-day, just because I'm afraid that they might push this closing date back. I know I got to do it sooner than later, but I might just do it next week. And I just pray that it's not pushed back because that would be really tough. We are going to start packing since I'm on winter break now. Thank God for that. It's been a rough semester. Just tired all the way around with everything going on. But we're going to start packing over winter break. My goal is to pack everything up in this apartment except for the things that I need for work and the things that my son needs for school, so that when it's time to move, we can get out of here really quickly. I'm still not sure if I'm going to hire a moving company. My coworkers keep insisting that they're going to help me move. And I'm like, y'all, we are all women. One lady was like, "I'm going to let my son, you know, come and do the heavy duty lifting." I'm like, but somebody got to help him. Like, I got a 2-seater couch here and I got beds, and I'm looking around, I got a couple tables. Like, I wouldn't want that young man to do all that by himself. So I'm still debating on like what that's gonna look like. I would love to take them up on that offer to save even more money, but when I think about it, I'm not moving any furniture. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I'm older. I'm not old, but I'm older, so I can't do it the way I used to. Like back in the day when I was in my early 20s, we moved. Me, at the time, whoever I was dating, I would get a couple of my friends and we were lifting and eating pizza, all that good stuff. No, I cannot do that at this point in my life. I will not be able to move for several days. So yeah, we are going to get packed up. I'm going to try to put everything like in a central location in each room, and we'll just go from there. So I think that's about it for updates. The next thing, one more thing. I was able to get homeowners insurance because I did solidify the closing date with my lender. Reached out to my realtor, asked him like, so what am I supposed to be doing? You know, I don't want to get to the end and rush. He was like, go ahead and try to find you some homeowners insurance. And so I was able to get the company that I have now for my car insurance. Really, really good. I think the best, because I actually got 3 quotes from 3 different companies. And when I tell you, I ended up, I think, with a year's worth of coverage for $650. And it's like adequate coverage. Actually, it's way more than what the house is worth. So I think because I had 2 cars with them already is why it was like that. But I'm excited about that. So that's some money saved. That's taken care of. I think the only other thing I have to worry about is just paying the cost at closing. So I did opt to lock in my rate. I think I shared that a couple of weeks ago, but I also opted for a lower interest rate by paying something called an origination fee. Don't really know what that is, but I know it saved me like $25 a month on my mortgage, and I think I'm paying like $1,100 at closing, which I think is, you know, worth it because I'm all about saving money as we go. I can just pay this $1,100 to lower my mortgage rate. So yeah, I think that's about it. So like I said, I'm going to show the footage, and that's about it. I'm kind of looking around, but I'm thinking in my brain, like, am I missing anything? But I'm not. So I hope you guys have a very wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas. I hope to make another video before New Year's, but I got a lot going on. Like, today is my daughter's birthday. 2 days after Christmas is my son's birthday, then moving into the new year. So I don't know if I'll be able to make another video between now and next year. I'm pretty sure I will. But if I don't, Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, all those great things. Happy New Year. I pray that God will continue to keep us all as we move into this next season of our lives. And so thank you guys always for listening. I hope you enjoy the updates, and as always, if you have like any questions or things like that, let me know, and I will definitely try my best to address them. But until next time, I hope that you guys have an awesome day. All right, so as you can see, well, you probably can't, they have put the knobs on the front door. And I did ask for the front door knob to have a different tone to match the color of the door. I know you probably cannot tell, but they have put several coats of paint up. I can tell the difference between when we first started seeing it painted to now. So this is actually really good. Up are the recessed lighting. I think that's ready to go. Kitchen looks about the same. Again, the painting is the only thing that's really been updated, which I really like it. I was worried at first. I see they still got like a little work to do with some of those things, but yeah, that's the kitchen area. I like the way that the walls are now smoothing out. I don't know if you could tell, but the walls are smoothing out around the edges. Yeah, fireplace. And that's done. This, of course, is the hallway. And my daughter and I just did like a pre-walkthrough before I started recording. And we see something that is odd. So these French doors right here, I'm gonna close them and then I'm gonna back up. So yeah, that's different. I don't remember that being a part of the floor plan, but I see now that there may not be any hardware to the doors. And then I don't know if you can notice, but that side doesn't close. So yeah, you can demonstrate. So you have to open it kind of like what he just did. I don't know if I like that at all. Like it doesn't close. So I definitely will talk to the builder whenever we have our walkthrough about that. So windows, we are going to get blinds. I reached out to the lady because we have some pretty big windows and I don't want to be exposed at all. So yeah, bathroom has not changed much except for doors. So we got doors everywhere now, and the paint. So the paint looks really good. I'm so pleased with that choice. At first I was worried, but yeah, this is the closet. I know y'all can't see that, but this is the door to the closet. Hardware will go there. This is where the jacuzzi tub will go and all that good stuff that we've seen before. These doors are just really different. So yeah, nothing else has really changed at all. My son is trying to scare me. I see. I'm not. Yeah, I see. Yeah, they got doors, just doors everywhere. So basically, I think that's the biggest change this week. Updated paint and doors. So there's doors galore, which is good because it starts to look like a room. Which door doesn't shut? So my daughter's here. I really, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all, I wish that she could be here for my taping walkthrough, because she is very meticulous, more meticulous than I, and she looks and finds things that I wouldn't be able to find. So yeah, but anyway, this is the secondary bedroom, another window. And what I'm getting ready to do now is go back up front. She said that something doesn't shut. And you know what? It may not be ready to shut right now, because maybe they're just putting it up to sand it. Which door are you talking about? That one doesn't shut yet. So they probably haven't finished sanding. Like, they got to make sure it's secure. So I'm not worried about that. This is the backyard, which we have not been in the backyard. What you mean it doesn't shut though? We gotta probably slam it. Jesus, we gotta slam it. Oh, okay, it doesn't shut automatically. I see when you try to do it soft and pull it. I mean, pretty sure that's not, I got scared for a minute. But yeah, here's it's not locking? Well, they probably gotta finish that part. Kitchen windows, yeah. So I am really loving this paint. I really love it. It contrasts well with the white trim. So that's really good. But that's all that I have today for updates. The biggest thing that I can see, again, are the doors, the hardware on some of the doors, and the extra coat of paint. Let me walk to the garage. I don't think anything else has changed there except for the paint. So we do have hardware on the garage door going outside. Yeah. And then we have the actual garage itself. So yeah, that's about the same. Yeah, we do have neighbors. I don't know if y'all saw that in my pan shot, but we got neighbors, so they are moving people in. But yeah, so that's it, you guys, for our update this week. And hopefully we'll see more progress when we get out here in the next couple of weeks. I said that I'm going to, I'm going to try to get out here every other week versus every week. I like the way that door shut. Look at this one. This one's just the way I want the back door to shut. So watch it. Yeah. So I'm going to, it doesn't fit. Yeah, this is how I want all my doors to shut. Can you, thank you. All right. So that's it, guys. Until next time. Bye.